The original Tyson.
Peace and greetings, family. For the last few heptads, we have been talking about a medium that exists for the organization of intelligent life and forms known as time-space. Let's give an example. For instance, we live in the Milky Way galaxy, located in the tail in the first solar dimension on the third planet from the sun. This area known as Velatropa 24. Let's go further. We live on Earth, the third planet, on a continent, within a state, in a city, within a county of that city, in a neighborhood, on a block, in a house or apartment. See how the space has been organized? Our collective responsibility and mission as builders is to lay the foundations right now of the golden age, here at the beginning of this new age that we've entered. And we do it by using the triple model series of the phenomenal, imaginal, and moral realms. Moral realm deals with issues of good or evil. It deals with morality. It also deals with right or wrong and judgment. Precept 25 in the Law of Time states that when we become conscious of these three universes that are always simultaneously in operation, we begin to create an enlarged assessment of who we really are and what we are doing here. The moral realm has to do with saving, redemption, and the perfection of the soul. The soul is constantly negotiating between the feedback of the world and the interpretation of the mind. In other words, the moral realm is the sense faculty of the divine will and the gateway to the pure realm, the absolute, where there is only spirit, the beyond. In order to build, we look at the energy, time, space, and synchronicity. We use the hollow mind perceiver. The hollow mind perceiver is an evolving organ that comes in the form of a circuit board, which is telepathically imprinted onto our corpus callosum through our own self-evolution process. To define the mental spheres, it gives us the width, depth, and heights in regard to how we can exact change within ourselves by knowing what the mental spheres contain along with its capabilities. As for the dimensions, that deals with different modes of expression, of frequencies, of heights, of vibrations, and evolution, all with the proper use of mind and knowledge of what each dimension contains. We are on Kin 239, the blue overtone storm. We see that time is located V18H2. Time is a universal factor in synchronization. It is activating on the fifth magnitude of the fifth force in the fourth mental sphere, second time dimension, and beta nova. When we say that time is a universal factor of synchronization, what we mean is that the moment you request to have or experience something regarding your divine mission, that is when time comes into play. And here, it is in the fourth mental sphere of continuing consciousness, where we hold this thought in a prolonged, unbroken succession. Now, the fifth magnitude is activating in the fifth force of the superconscious. Once again, activation is an outward action. The fifth force holds everything together, such as our feelings, our interpretations of energy in regards to cosmic ascension, which is beta alpha or beta nova, the second time dimension. We might want to ask ourselves, what are we holding as right or wrong here? Are we judging ourselves for desiring what we need or want to experience in our reality? Is it commanding, empowering, and does it have radiance? We're speaking about the moral realm, so we're asking these type of questions. Space, V14H20. Space is an infinitely locatable point. Space is sublimating on the second magnitude in beta beta, outside of the fourth time dimension in waking conscious mediumship, where it is harmonically ascending. Our space has an inward action occurring in our moment-to-moment thought process. It is up to us to mentally maintain this harmonic balance in relation to our moral realm, of course, because beta beta is influenced by chemio, the hypoparton that stands for the light of inner heat. What does all that mean? This is an electromagnetic charge. How are we instructing the atoms and the molecules in our space regarding the moral realm? That's going to look different for each of us. Synchronicity, B16H20. Synchronicity is a moving template of mathematical order that coordinates all phenomena telepathically. There are no coincidences. Synchronicity here is sublimating on magnitude 3 in the fifth force, which holds everything together as far as our attitudes, how we think, what we're feeling, in the superconscious, dealing with beta beta. The third magnitude represents the electronic tone that holds the power to activate, the action to bond, and it has the essence of service. Synchronicity here is occurring in our mind. Remember, the third mental sphere, fourth time dimension, is about our moment-to-moment thinking. If we are applying the moral realm here, then we have to ask ourselves, what are we activating in our minds? What are we bonding and servicing? What do we want to accomplish within the blueprints of our mind? Do our foundations of truth add up to divine will? Because whatever it is being perfectly synchronized at this time. Peace to the gods.